Good morning, class. My name is Mr. Ainsi, and welcome to cours d'anglais en ligne, version 3e. In today's lesson, we are going to tackle first Unit 5. I say Unit 5. Food and health. Food and health. I am going to spell a food for you. F-O-O-D. Health. I'm going to spell health to you again. H-E-A-L-T-H. Food and health, which means in French l'alimentation et la santé. Lesson 2. Tell us what you used to have for breakfast. Section 1 and 2. Lesson type is a reading skill. Duration 55 minutes. The source, the book we are going to use for this lesson is Let's Keep in Touch, 3e. Can you see? Let's Keep in Touch, 3e. So, for those who don't have this book, don't worry about that. Always the same program of 3e. So, like I told you, the source, the book is Let's Keep in Touch, page 42 to 43. Page 42. Here is the page 42. For those who have it, please take it and open it on page 42 to better follow the course. Now, the session focus is, first we have language functions. In language functions, this is divided into two parts. The language function will be dealing with A, using the past perfect. Using the past perfect, active and passive. The second, B, expressing past habits with used to. Used to, which means in French, avoir l'habitude de. Avoir l'habitude de. Ou alors, avait l'habitude de. Used to. Now, the grammar points here are 1. Past perfect, active and passive. For example, the children used to add fresh milk which they had collected from the coast. Another example would be, what happened after the millet had been pounded? And the second grammar point here is used to. For example, I am used to working under pressure. The new words or expressions, vocabulary related to food. We'll be having honey. I repeat, honey. Dough. Sunset. Coast. To pound. Don't worry, this is only the session focus. We'll go through the detail now. Before the detail, I am going to ask you to sing this song with me together. Are you ready? Here we go. The more we are together, the more we are together, together, the more we are together, the happier we'll be, the happier we'll be. Hear it? Let's go. The more we are together, together, the more we are together, the happier we'll be. Great. Now, let's go for the revision section, because if there is lesson 2, that means there had been lesson 1. And in lesson 1, you did something. So before we go through lesson 2, let's revise a bit lesson 1 with this correction of the homework. Take your exercise book on page 33, workbook. Yes, LKT Troisième workbook, exercise 6. Correct sentences making. A. When my grandmother was young, women did not had not to join the army. So you have to select the correct sentence. Okay, so the correct sentence is, when my grandmother was young, women did not have to join the army. When my grandmother was young, women did not have to join the army. This is the correct sentence. Great. Let's deal with the second sentence, B. You should try not to eat so much fat. I repeat, you should try not to eat so much fat. The correct sentence is, you should try not to eat so much fat. You should try not to eat so much fat. Great. Let's tackle the next example or the next sentence. I know that I ought not smoke, but I still do. I take it again. I know that I ought not smoke, but I still do. The correct sentence is, I know that I ought not to smoke, but I still do. Because we say ought to, not ought plus infinitive. No, ought to or ought not to. This is the correct phrase. So I repeat it again. See, I know that I ought not to smoke, but I still do. Good. Let's deal with another sentence again. E. What should you eat? Should eat every day to stay healthy. Let's repeat. What should you eat? You should eat every day to stay healthy. The correct answer is, what should you eat every day to stay healthy? Because here it is a question, so there is inversion. Should you and not you should. It is not affirmative, it is interrogative. It's the question. So, should you eat? What should you eat every day to stay healthy is the correct sentence. Do you understand? Great. Now, let's deal with the very last sentence. I am not, this is F. I am not sure if I am understanding. I understand what that means. I am not sure if I am understanding. I understand what that means. The correct sentence is, I am not sure if I understand what that means. Because you cannot say I am understanding since the action is not still ongoing. This action is only the simple present. So use the simple present for this. I am not sure if let me take it again. I am not sure if I understand what that means. Great. Now that we've finished with the correction of the previous or given homework, let's come back to our business. Let's come back to our business means revenons à nos moutons. See, this is a French word like revenons à nos moutons. In English we say, let's come back to our business. Okay, now the leading activity we're going to do is that today we are going to deal with lesson 2. Tell us what you used to have for breakfast. To do that, this is the learning context. My online English learning student like you are reading a text to collect the required idea to participate in a presentation competition organized by the English Club about eating healthy food to have a healthy body or a healthy diet. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is to take out your books, your student book on page 42 for those who have it. If you don't have, don't worry. I will take a photo of the text and send back to you next time. You hear me? Good. The question I'm going to ask you is to look at the text you are going to read. Is this a story, an interview, or an information text? Look at the text you are going to read. Is this a story, an interview, or an information text? Great. The correct answer is it is an interview. We know this because of the way the text is laid out, like a play script. You see, you have a gondola, grammar, summary, and so we can say that it is an interview. It is laid out like a play script. The next question I'm going to ask you is, which of these food do you think people in your country used to eat in the past before colonization? Let's take my question again. Which of these foods do you think people in your country used to eat in the past before colonization? Here are the list of the foods people. If you go through your book, you will find the list, but let me take it again here for you. For those who don't have the book, you have morning porridge, spaghetti, couscous, yogurt, chicken yassa, ice cream, mashed taro, plantain akbesi, boiled yams, mushrooms, bush meat, chicken kejunu. Here are the list of food. Here are the list of the foods. So, which of them do you think people in your country used to eat in the past before colonization? The right answer could be morning porridge, chicken yassa, plantain zakwesi, boiled yams, mushrooms, bushmeat. Great. Now that we finished with this phase of leading activity,